Establish the premise, guys. My name is Stan G. This is Uyen Do. And for the purpose of this, she will be playing the interviewer. The position that we're interviewing for is Regional Sales Manager for Procter & Gamble in the states of Texas, Mississippi, and Louisiana. And I will be the interviewee who currently holds the Regional Sales Manager position at Bath & Body Works.
Sounds good, thank you.
Okay. Ms. Do?
Yes.
Very nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Have a seat, please.
Thank you.
My name is Do. I'm a sales marketing manager for Procter & Gamble company. Thank you for coming today. You did a very good job with the human resource interview.
Thank you.
And I would like to discuss more about the detailed experience and relevance experience for the job. So could you please describe me what your main responsibility at the current job?
Yes, well, as you might know, my current position is Regional Sales Manager at Bath & Body Works. Among my numerous responsibilities there, obviously I have to take care of the regional sales office, all the employees, all the staff, hiring and firing there. In addition, we also provide means to measure the sales in our region and provide sales goals to the associates who work in the retail locations in my region, which is the state of Texas. And probably one of my biggest responsibilities is identifying areas for potential growth and then negotiating with the owners of the property, so whether it be a mall or a strip mall or retail space. As you know, BBW, we have our standalone stores, so I have to negotiate the contract and make sure I find a location that's appropriate for the market that we're after.
That's so interesting. So why did you apply for this job?
Well, I know a lot about Procter & Gamble. You guys are one of our competitors. We, especially in this position, work in the same field. And I really love the stuff that you guys are doing. I look at you guys and I see a lot of potential for growth. For example, Johnson & Johnson started with a new ad campaign, and I see Procter & Gamble being at the cusp of doing something along the lines. I really want to be part of that. Unfortunately, at BBW, the position's kind of stagnated, so I really want to pursue this position because I see it as a means for me to challenge myself career-wise, to put my foot in the door and do something, keep myself motivated and just continue to progress professionally.
And what are some of your achievements about the current job?
I like to think of myself as an outside-of-the-box thinker. So at BBW, I took a page from the fast fashion industry, namely the company Zara, and I had my sales associates report back to regional offices what customers liked, what they didn't like, what they wanted more of in our stores, and that actually helped launch our Texas-only line of products, and it brought in tourist dollars. People from out of the country would come to our BBW stores as kind of a tourist destination to buy products that they couldn't get elsewhere or in other states. In addition, when I first started as my regional sales manager position, there was a failing store in one of the cities in our region. And instead of dictating what to do from the corporate office, I really put my feet at ground level, went to the stores, talked to the associates, talked to management, identified what the problems were, did a little community outreach, and really turned the store around. And right now it's probably one of our most successful locations. So ever since then, I try to make it a personal goal of mine to always travel, make sure I know the individual market and customize the store to that.
Go to see the store as like what you are doing right now. And we like the way you think, in retail marketing, we need the active people, you have to travel a lot, and you have to be an open-minded and out-of-the-box thinker.
Thank you.
And what do you like and dislike most about your current job?
Well, I really liked working for BBW. The company culture, the atmosphere was very vibrant. They were very accepting of ideas. There was always a lot to do, especially when we first started in Texas. We were expanding very rapidly. Every week there was a new store opening up, and I have to make important decisions. As far as dislike, I don't speak bad about my company. I love BBW, and I think I'm leaving it in a great place. Unfortunately, just with the recent economy and the downturn, sales have stagnated. Our stores are doing super well, especially in Texas. However, I just don't see much opportunity for me to grow there. And that's why, I look at Procter & Gamble and I'm applying for this position.
Yes, Procter & Gamble is a global company and you have a big part to play.
Yes, very big.
So why do you think you are a suitable candidate for this position?
Well, I've really honed my skills in retail, reaching out for the consumers. When I was studying as an undergraduate at Rice, I worked at the sales floor at Macy's and really got to know the customers very well, especially in this line of products. And at Rice, I got a minor in business, a major in psychology, a major in cognitive science. And then I started working for BBW. It's been about almost 10 years now. And while I was there, I got my MBA. And a lot of the skills that I learned at BBW translates really well into this position. So for example, one of my main responsibilities has been locating areas for growth and negotiating with the owners. And I think that'll translate well into negotiating for Procter & Gamble, making sure we get that top shelf space right there where the customers can walk in the door and see them. And mostly I just think I'm a people's person. I work really well on a team. At BBW in the regional offices, we have a lot of fun, but we always get our work done. So I think I'll do really well and thrive here.
I think so too. Very good. What did you think is the most important role for the regional sales manager and how to achieve that?
Well, we must never, forget the bottom line: profits, shareholder value, market share. However, in order to do that, my philosophy has always been to look towards the consumer. So at BBW, I did a lot of community outreach. I always made sure that I had the consumer's desires in mind. When I look toward Procter & Gamble, I see that it's a very different market dynamic in terms that we don't have our standalone stores. We're not directly selling to the consumers. So in that sense, we have to connect to the retailer, the individual supermarket or convenience store, educate them about our products, have them as excited as we are about it, and then pass that on to the consumers. So in essence, we need to establish a relationship with the individual distributor in order to reach the consumers. I know that our slogan at P&G is that we're the everyday product, so I always want the consumer to have that in the forefront of their mind.
Very good. Where do you see you will be in the next 5 years?
Well, like I said, I always like to challenge myself. So hopefully in a position that's very stimulating professionally where I get to do stuff. And, hopefully here at Procter & Gamble, I really see Procter & Gamble as opening new doors and, furthering myself. And, I would like to be your right-hand man. So sitting next to you, making sure that Texas, Mississippi, and Louisiana succeeds in the next 5 to 10 years.
We are together. That's very good information about you. Do you have any questions?
Actually, yes. I've known a lot about P&G. I've been doing research, and I love a lot of the consumer outreach stuff that you do. Like, for example, the Tide trucks that go to whenever there's a natural disaster for the relief and help people wash their clothes. However, as I was perusing your company website, I stumbled across a purpose statement, and it seems very shareholder oriented. So I was just wondering, as in terms of company culture, do you guys look at the bottom line, or do you turn your attention more towards the consumer?
Actually, we more focus on the consumer because we work in a very competitive environment. Our customer, they have more choices from the competitor. And the consumer market, consumer, they easy to switch to another brand. That's how we have to focus on understanding consumer need and provide a quality product, also reasonable price, and also some program to ensure the customer loyalty.
Of course, that's exactly how I feel as well.
There's a lot of competition. As you work in the Bath and Body Works, you also see it.
Yeah, we were your competitors.
Yes.
Also, I have another question. So at BBW, I was a very hands-on person, and I was wondering if this position would be about the same if I would have the opportunity to travel, or is it more of a position isolated to the regional sales office?
This position requires 50% traveling, and you have to travel to 3 regions in your region, 3 states, and to understand how your team sells performance and to understand how the market change, also competitors' activities. It's pretty a lot of traveling.
Wonderful. That's exactly what I thought.
I think you
was
like it.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Also, just what is your favorite part about working for P&G?
I have been working for P&G 9 years, and when I work in here, the P&G always have the internal training to the staff to provide them the necessary knowledge, also the work skill to advance and upward in the position. You don't stuck in positions all the time. And moreover, Procter & Gamble is a global company, so I have a more opportunity to work in the international business, to work with other Procter & Gamble offices in the world. And I learn about the market and the consumer and about competitors, not only the United States, but that's from the other countries also. I can have more learning about,
Always on order up over there.
yes, that's a wide range of the topics and challenge.
Exactly. Wonderful, wonderful.
Yeah.
Just actually all the questions I have for today.
All right. Thank you for coming today. I enjoy meeting you, and I appreciate your experience. The Bath and Body Works is in the body category of the body products. It's relevant with our category of body works, body products that we are looking for. We also have some other candidates for the interview, but we will be in touch with you shortly. And thank you for coming today, and have a good day.
Thank you so much for the opportunity.
Thank you.
I look forward to hearing from you.
Thank you.